I was 35 years old and in excellent health. And when I least expected it, on September 17th, 2013, my life changed forever. After being sent for some routine blood work, and then for an uncomfortable bone marrow biopsy, I was diagnosed with acute myeloid leukemia on my dad's birthday. I remember the shock as though it was yesterday. The diagnosis hit me like a tidal wave. I didn't even know what leukemia was, and it felt like my perfect little world was crashing down all around me. There were many fears that I had, having two young daughters at home and a legal career to manage. But that day I also discovered a family filled with unconditional love, and together we formed a powerful antidote to defeat this disease. With their support and encouragement, I was ready to fight this battle and win. My name is Diane Pike, and I am a leukemia survivor. Following my diagnosis, I was immediately admitted to the Jurvinsky Hospital to undergo intensive chemotherapy. Due to the high risk of infection with leukemia, I was told that I would need to be in the hospital for 30 days. This seemed like an eternity to be away from my husband and two little girls, who were only 2.5 and 7 years old at the time. But I knew that I had to do it in order to get healthy and come home to my family. We seemed to keep getting hit with bad news. I was told upon being admitted to the hospital that I had an aggressive form of leukemia with a genetic mutation known as FLT3, and that chemotherapy alone would not be enough to keep me in remission. As a result, I was told that I would need a stem cell transplant, and very soon. This news was, of course, very shocking, as I had no idea what a stem cell transplant was, but it sounded scary. After 30 days in the hospital, I had 2 more bone marrow biopsies, and was informed that unfortunately the intensive chemo that I had undergone did not get me into remission. I was told I would need to undergo another round of chemo and stay in the hospital away from my family for another 30 days. It was almost too much to bear. At that moment in my life, I really had to dig deep and push forward. But finally on October 7th, 2013, I saw a light at the end of a very dark tunnel. My sister Janine was my perfect 10 out of 10 match for a stem cell transplant. We couldn't have been more amazed or overjoyed, as there was only a 25% chance that her or my brother could be a match, and she was. I should have known all along that my big sister is always right, as she called it from the beginning. From there, my time in the hospital took on a new meaning: to get through my second round of chemo, get into remission, and get on with this transplant to cure me. Thankfully, I was able to go home for the month of December and spent Christmas and New Year's with my family and friends. It was the best Christmas I have ever had. After months of chemotherapy, supportive care, blood transfusions, bone marrow biopsies, x-rays, and numerous other tests, I entered Jurvinsky Hospital in early January 2014 for yet more chemotherapy, 6 full-body radiation treatments, and my stem cell transplant. January 9th, 2014, the day of my transplant, was my rebirth day, and the first day of the rest of my life, and a day that we will all celebrate for many years to come. My sister, hooked up to a pheresis machine like the warrior that she is, produced 4 times the amount of cells needed over an 8-hour time period, like it was no big deal. In less than an hour, my sister's super stem cells were infused like a blood transfusion, with friends and family near, music playing, and lots of tears, laughs, and smiles. This was the day we had all been waiting for. For the next 3 weeks, I was stuck in an isolation room where everyone had to wear masks, gowns, or gloves. I had to be careful about what I ate and who visited, and also needed my clothes and sheets washed every day to avoid any risk of infection. We all eagerly waited for my body to accept my sister's stem cells and for me to engraft, which is something that the Jurvinsky staff like to take bets on. 16 days post-transplant, I engrafted on the day that I bet on. Goes to show you that you should always bet on yourself. So at the end of January, I was able to go home just in time for my 36th birthday. For the next 3 months, I remained in isolation at home to let my body recover, and went for weekly visits to the hospital for blood work and numerous blood transfusions. Finally, on May 13th, 2014, I had my 8th bone marrow biopsy. I was told that there was no evidence of any leukemia cells or the FLT3 genetic mutation in my bone marrow, and therefore, I was officially cancer-free. This was what my entire family had been waiting to hear, and it was such an incredible relief for us all. I am now 9 months post-transplant and am doing well. I still have a long road ahead of me, and every day I am faced with new challenges. No matter how strong I thought I had been, recovery has not been easy. I am learning to live a new normal, but the little victories have given me back my life. All in all, I am grateful to be alive. My best friend Joanne sent me a quote that has stayed with me and really helped me through my entire journey. You never know how strong you are until being strong is the only choice you have. Throughout my fight, I clung to life. I had no choice. I could not lie down and fall apart when I had 2 little girls waiting for their mummy to come home. I'm not sure how, but I discovered within myself a strength and a will to survive that I didn't even know that I had. It was an energy that flowed from my determination to live and love. I had to get up, stay strong, and fight. Leukemia stripped me down to my core and took many things from me. My freedom, my hair, my clear skin, my muscle tone, my ability to travel and exercise, my favorite foods, and my family. However, for me, leukemia has not only had a negative effect, it has taught me many things about how precious life is. Sorry. Its fragility, and the great gift and joy of our everyday experiences. It has taught me to live and love with more intensity. I now realize that happiness is in the present, in all the little things that make up our everyday life. A smile, a laugh, a kind word, a meal shared with those we love. I am grateful for every new healthy day that I have. The fact that I am standing here in front of you today telling my story is nothing short of a miracle. It is a testament to science and determination, to the skill and care of doctors and nurses, and to my being lucky enough to have a sister who was a match for a stem cell transplant. But my sister Janine is the reason why I am here today. I am forever grateful for the stem cells that she donated to me. They have literally worked miracles in curing my leukemia, and I am so fortunate to have received this priceless gift of life, and to continue to have her by my side every day through this journey. I was also able... Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Oh. I was also so incredibly lucky to have the support and love of my family, friends, and people I barely knew from near and far to help me fight this battle. I have never felt more loved. However, I owe a large part of my recovery to my husband Dave, my rock. While helping his own father battle Parkinson's, Dave has never allowed me to be pessimistic. In addition to working and taking care of our 2 little girls, he always found time to come to the hospital every day to be by my side, bring me my favorite meal, and lift me up. I couldn't have gotten through the darkest time in my life without him, nor would I have wanted to. My battle with leukemia has been an amazing journey. I have been privileged to meet doctors and nurses who have dedicated themselves to their patients and the fight for life. I have been lucky enough to come to know other cancer survivors, in particular my fellow leukemia warriors and friends, Cassandra and Patricia, who, like me, are thankful to be alive. They are now a very important part of me. I'm so proud to be a part of Oakville's first Light the Night walk. I am also so thankful to Deb Richmond for organizing such a successful event. I cannot believe how much money was raised. You all completely surprised us. The Light the Night Walk is not only an amazing way to promote awareness for all the various blood cancers and raise money to help with new treatments and cures, but it is also a time for us to support the fighters, admire the survivors, and honor the taken. This is the perfect opportunity to make everyone aware of the importance of blood donation, as I alone needed 35 blood transfusions. And also for those not fortunate enough to have a sibling match, how important it is to sign up to be a stem cell donor through one match. I thank all of you for coming to support a cause that is very near and dear to my heart, and thank you to everyone who came out to support Team Diane. All of you being by my side through my journey and supporting me today means more to me than you will ever know. I have put together a video of my journey to share with you all, but first, if I can pass along anything that I have learned from my experience this past year, is that our time is limited, so don't waste it. Follow your own heart and intuition and live the life you want to live. Don't wait until it's too late to try something new. Embrace change in your life. Live without fear and regret, and accept new situations for what they are. Life lessons. Every day is a life lesson, so start living it. Thank you.